안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to Thursday's edition of The Culture Wave. I'm Kwon-soa in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects and stay up to date with K-entertainment, K-games, K-poems, K-everything. And we're going to do all of that with our co-host Bella Kim today. Hello, Bella.
Hi, Soa. And hello to everyone joining us today on the Culture Wave, or Wave. Shout out to Walter. I'm Bella here to, of course, host and fill you guys in with the latest K-entertainment news as well.
Have you checked the copyright issues with this one?
Well, I mean,
it might be Walter's.
I'm sure Walter is kind enough to, let me borrow that for one day.
All right, we'll see. We'll ask him next week.
Yes.
Now, Bella, before your K-entertainment segment, though, we're going to kick off with today's Culture Report, which is also all about game industry, so also about entertainment. So, gaming has become one of the core industries of Korea's content exports, accounting for about 60% of that sector. Accordingly, the Korea Creative Content Agency will expand support in this field. Jin has the details of this plan.
A post-apocalyptic near future where 90% of humanity has been wiped out due to the resurrection of an ancient virus as a side effect of global warming. Survivors hide in an underground bunker to avoid mutant creatures as they train agents with a training AI simulator named Veda to regain ground. This is the narrative of the indie action game Veda, which was produced with the support of the Korea Creative Content Agency and swept various indie game awards last year. Veda has raised expectations among gamers for its versatility, being both a PC and console game. To foster further development of such games, the Korea Creative Content Agency will invest 63.2 billion won, roughly $43.5 million in the gaming sector. That's an increase of nearly $1.4 million from last year. Specifically, they plan to expand support for indie and console games.
We plan to uncover a variety of creative indie games and support production and consulting costs. Console games have a long production period, so we've established a new 3-year support program.
In addition to the financial support, all-around support will be provided to gaming companies, which includes assistance with distribution contracts and promotion at overseas game shows. The Korea Creative Content Agency will also actively respond to the problems that exist in the registration of game disease codes that can cause great damage to the game industry. As of the first half of 2024, games accounted for about 60% of Korea's content industry exports, steadily becoming established as a core export asset. Jin, Arirang News.
Time now for some K-entertainment news with Bella Kim. Bella, our first story today is about a member of NJZ, or still known as New Jeans to many.
That is right. One of the members, Hanni, has received a new visa to stay in South Korea. According to the Instagram account managed by NJZ members' parents, Hanni, a Vietnamese Australian, received a new visa this Tuesday after her previous visa reportedly expired earlier this month. Foreigners wishing to work in the local entertainment industry are required to obtain an E6 visa, which typically allows for a stay of up to 2 years. The Instagram post did not state the type of visa Hanni has received this time. The parents also mentioned that the group's agency, Adore, pressured Hanni and the parents to sign a visa extension agreement that stated Adore as Hanni's agency, saying that she is at risk of becoming an illegal resident. Meanwhile, NJZ rebranded itself last week after a dispute with Adore, although Adore had expressed its discontent towards the rebranding, as Walter reported earlier this week. And their first performance under the new name, NJZ, will be at the music festival Complex Con in Hong Kong, which will be held next month.
Something tells me that this dispute is going to still continue between NJZ and Adore. So please keep us updated on the issues. And also we have another story about female artists.
Yes, that is correct. On Wednesday, it was revealed that girl group aespa and Jennie from Blackpink are set to be honored at the 2025 Billboard Women in Music Awards. Jennie will receive the Global Force Award. According to Billboard, Jennie has taken over over the charts, as we covered it many times, and stages, both as a member of Blackpink and also as a solo artist as well. She is gearing up to release her debut solo album, Ruby, on March 7th. Another winner, aespa, will receive the Group of the Year award as they were recognized for expanding their global tour and for releasing their album Armageddon in May 2024. Billboard Women in Music celebrates the incredible women who continue to drive innovation, inspire change, and reshape the future of music. The girl group Twice and NJG were previous winners of this award, and the 2025 Billboard Women in Music Award ceremony will take place on March 29th at YouTube Theater in Hollywood Park, California.
Great to see all those female K-pop artists doing so well. And last but not least, our last story is about a new movie, or should I say concert?
It could be both, movie or concert. 이찬원 concert 찬가 Dear My Chance, a concert film about true singer 이찬원, will premiere on the 26th of this month. The film will show 이찬원's energetic and passionate performances along with his life stories. And his concert, this is actually his first concert film, and it will also include behind the scenes of his concert tour as well. 이찬원's 2024 nationwide tour, 찬가, which actually translates to Anthem, was held in 8 different cities including Seoul, Incheon, Busan, and Daegu. The film 이찬원 concert 찬가 Dear My Chance will premiere on February 26th, exclusive at CGV theaters.
Trot fans should mark their calendars for that. And thank you very much, Bella, for those K-Enter updates.
My pleasure.
And now let's find out what our AI anchor Ari has in store for other culture-related news.
Hello and welcome to your AI guide to the latest cultural updates from Korea. Let's dive into the first story. Korean ballerino Park Yoon-jae held a press conference after his historic win at the prestigious Prix de Lausanne in Switzerland. Sharing his thoughts on the achievement, he said that he believes individuality, a unique style, and the courage to believe in oneself and move forward were key factors in the competition scoring. He also expressed his desire to dance freely around the world without being tied to one place. Culture Minister Yoo In-chong congratulated Park on his victory, calling it a great step in showcasing the strength and prestige of Korean ballet on the global stage. The 75th Berlin International Film Festival kicks off on Thursday local time, with a lineup of Korean films set to captivate audiences. The most anticipated film is director Bong Joon-ho's Hollywood sci-fi movie Mickey 17, which has been invited to the special gala section to be screened on Saturday. The festival described Bong as the writer and director of Parasite, once again delivering a dazzling cinematic experience. Director Hong Sang-soo, a regular at Berlinale, enters the competition section with his 33rd feature film, What Does That Nature Say to You?, which will premiere next Thursday. Meanwhile, director Min Gyu-dong's vengeance thriller The Old Woman with a Knife will have its world premiere as a late-night Berlinale special. The 13th Diaspora Film Festival will take place across Incheon in May. Organized by the Incheon Film Commission, the festival has been held annually since 2013 to promote the values of diversity and tolerance, spotlighting the experiences of migrants and refugees facing discrimination. The commission says the number of domestic and international submissions hit a record high this year. In addition to the festival's regular venues, such as Korea's first indoor theater, Aegwan Multiplex Cinema, and Incheon Art Platform, this year's event will also include screenings at Incheon Meeting Theater, a beloved local cinema with deep ties to the community. The full lineup and special programs will be unveiled on the festival's official website in early May. That's all from me. Keep it tuned to Arirang.
Sijo, a traditional Korean poetic form that emerged in the late Goryeo dynasty and is still written today, is considered as one of the most representative genres of Korean literature. In efforts to advance awareness of Sijo, a special celebration was held in the U.S. city of Chicago for World Sijo Poetry Day on February 7th. Let's hear more about this event and Sijo from Lucy Park, Executive Director of the Sejong Cultural Society, who is now connected to us. Hello, Director Park.
Oh, hi. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for joining us on the program. So first off, the Sejong Cultural Society hosted a celebration, as I mentioned, marking World Sijo Poetry Day last Friday. So please tell us a bit about this event as well as your organization.
Yeah, the Sejong Cultural Society established World Sijo Poetry Day to promote global awareness of Sijo poetry and highlight its cultural significance. Our goal is to make this an annual celebration featuring diverse programs and activities dedicated to Sijo. So on February 7th, we began World Sijo Poetry Day event with a brief introduction by Professor Mark Peterson, followed by a proclamation ceremony conducted by the Board of Directors of Sejong Cultural Society. Next, we listened to three oldest Sijo poems written by two poets from Goryeo era, Utak, born in 1262, and Izonyeon, born in 1269. These were recited by Professor Mark Peterson and Professor Sunggon Kim. Both are judges of Sejong writing competition. Following this, two distinguished American Sijo poets, Linda Sue Park and David McCann, recited their own English Sijo. And the highlight of this program is the recitation of Sijo by 21 past winners of our Sijo competition. The final part of the Sijo recitation featured 8 Sijo poems selected for inclusion in a poetry anthology destined for the moon. The program included a traditional Sijo chant performance and Sijo hip-hop song performance by Elephant Rebellion, a Chicago-based hip-hop group.
Wow, it's very interesting to hear that, especially that for the contest, it was not only Americans, but people from other countries actually joining for this global event. So for our global viewers, actually, what defines Sijo? And also, there is a specific reason for why World Sijo Poetry Day actually falls on February 7th, right?
Yeah, February 7th is the Memorial Day of Utak, a renowned Sijo poet and scholar from Goryeo Dynasty. His Sijo Tanroga, Lamenting Old Age, is one of the oldest known Sijo in written literature. So we established this day to honor his legacy.
And Director Park, also just a brief definition of Sijo for those who hear this word actually for the first time, maybe for global viewers.
Yeah, Sijo is the traditional Korea's poetry form, written in 3 lines by syllable count. So each line contains 15 syllables, a total of 45 syllables. So your idea has to be very condensed in this short form. So it is most interesting, the formed poetry.
So what is behind the idea of bringing Sijo to the American community? Was there maybe a special incident why you started this?
Oh, the Sejong Cultural Society started the programs such as music competition, essay competition, Sijo writing competition, in order to teach the non-Koreans as well as the Korean descendants about the Korean culture. So our mission is to promote awareness and appreciation of Korea's cultural heritage. So to make Korean literature and music more accessible, we decided to present them using Western media such as English and Western musical instruments. So we ask participants to write essays in English and compose Sijo in English, and music students are required to perform a solo piano or violin piece that includes the traditional Korean musical themes. So we started music competition in 2004, essay competition in 2006, and in 2008, Professor Heinz Svenkel, who is the chair of the Sejong Writing Competition Planning Committee, and professor of creative writing at State University of New York, introduced me to Professor David McCann at Harvard University. Both said that Sijo could be written in English, and it encouraged us to start a Sijo writing competition for pre-college students. And at that time, we thought, what Sijo writing in Korean is difficult, and how can you write Sijo in English? So we did extensive research, and while we explored this idea, we realized that nearly all Americans are familiar with Japanese haiku, which they typically learn in second or third grade in elementary school. So that convinced us that if students can write haiku, they can learn and write Sijo as well. So with this in mind, we started Sijo competition in 2008 with cash prizes, providing strong incentive for students to learn and create Sijo.
It really looks like you have a long history of diverse events that were held, including the most recent one on February 7th. But one of the most interesting events I find is actually sending Sijo poems to space. What's that about?
Yeah, the Polaris Trilogy is a poetry anthology for the moon. So this anthology features newly created poems by living poets from around the world, written in their own language and written for this particular project. In 2022, Joyce Brinkman, the editor of the anthology, contacted me after discovering Sijo by reading our website. She called me with numerous questions about the Sijo, and after a lengthy conversation, she asked me to curate works by Korean Sijo poets. So I immediately reached out to Korean Sijo Association, and many submitted their Sijo for consideration. Ultimately, the editor selected 8 Korean Sijo for inclusion in this anthology. So during our discussion, I explained to her that Sijo could be also written in English, and sent a few English Sijo to her. And to my surprise, she liked them and chose to include them in the anthology. So in the end, a total of 8 Korean Sijo and 3 English Sijo was selected for inclusion. So this project, called the Luna Codex, archived the artistic works, including paintings, writings, music, and films from over 40,000 creators worldwide. And these works are stored on memory cards designed to withstand the moon's harsh environment for millions of years, awaiting discovery by future explorers. This time capsule departed Earth on January 15th aboard the lunar lander Blue Ghost, and is currently en route to the moon with a scheduled landing date on March 2nd.
Oh, so we'll just have to wait a little bit until the arrival. So I think that's very interesting and creative. Now, Director Park, you've been involved in raising awareness of Sijo for almost 2 decades now. The Korean wave during that span has become a global phenomenon. So do you think this helped in raising further interest by Americans into Sijo?
Yes, definitely. Many participants in our competition or Sijo education workshop are often fans of Korean music, drama, and movies. It was interesting to hear that one of our Sijo winners has a daughter who is a K-pop fan, and he learned all about K-culture and Sijo from his daughter. So he won the prize. His daughter did not win the prize, though.
That is interesting.
Yeah, 20 years ago when we started our program, yeah, not many people knew where Korea was located. And so many people just remember the Korea after Korean War. And there has been a significant improvement in the Korean image of the Korea.
Things have definitely changed over the past decades. Now, I can imagine, though, that it's not really easy to learn Sijo as an American or also from the point of view of other foreigners. So how do you teach it? I mean, there is a unique rhythm to it, so I can imagine it's a little difficult to teach Sijo.
Well, actually, it's just simple because you write by syllable count. So it's exactly the same as Korean Sijo. So you write 3 lines, and each line with this 15 syllables for a total of 45 syllables. However, slight variations are allowed. So with each line permitting a deviation of plus or minus 1 to 2 syllables. So actually, American, we deal with American high school students, college students, and recently a lot of adults, established poets. But the younger students, they have no difficulty. So like middle school students have no difficulty. And they think it's like a game, counting the syllables, and they really love it. And they often ask me how the Korean children are learning Sijo. So I'm hoping that Korean schools teach Sijo too.
Now, I think by now, many of our viewers would be actually interested in how Sijo sounds, how a Sijo poem would sound. So would it be possible if we could hear a Sijo from you, Director Park?
Yeah, this is my Sijo that was included in the anthology that went to the moon. So I wrote it in English and then translated into Korean. Oh, it's a Korean adaptation. So I will read the Korean part first.
Sure.
달. 어머니 떠나신 날 본 창백한 초승달. 아버지 가신 날에 날 내려다본 반달. 오늘 밤 저 달은 온화한 미소로 누굴 위로하나. I sat under a pale crescent moon when I learned of Mom's passing. Half moon, smudged by the night cloud, gazed at me when Dad departed. Dear moon, with your caressing smile, who are you comforting tonight?
Wow, that was beautiful and heart-aching at the same time, Director Park. And I mean, 2 totally different languages, but with the elements of Sijo, you could really see how you can convey the same emotions in both languages. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you.
And one final question, Director Park. What do you ultimately hope to accomplish by bringing Sijo into American society? And could you also share some of your future plans at the Sejong Cultural Society in terms of spreading awareness of Korean culture?
Yeah, teaching Sijo offers an excellent introduction to Korean history and culture. So as you mentioned at the beginning, Sijo is one of the most authentic representation of Korean literature and Korean heritage and serves as an ideal starting point for their journey. And ultimately, we want to make Sijo a part of their culture, American culture. In other words, transplanting Korean heritage into American culture and also other global culture, because the Sijo can be written in other languages too. And the Sijo will thrive beyond its origin. And we also believe that providing education on foreign cultures enhances cross-cultural understanding and fosters intercultural harmony and peace. Such education helps the younger generation develop into global citizens who can live harmoniously with people of diverse backgrounds.
Well, thank you very much, Director Park, for connecting with us today and, of course, for promoting the art of Sijo in the U.S. as well as other aspects of Korean culture. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on the Culture Wave, and hope you join us again on Friday at 2 p.m. Korea time and maybe one day here in Korea.